Everybody, one more time. It is time for everybody's favorite segment, and it is called Dave Meltzer's Dumb Moment of the Week. Hashtag Flutegate, hashtag Philuminati, Phil Flutinami, whatever variation you guys get. I just freestyled that. I don't know. Dave Meltzer has provided additional details on the reconciliation between so Dave Levin here, gossiping little Perez Hilton, Dave Meltzer Hilton here. Former AEW stars Miro and CJ Perry, according to Meltzer, there is more than meets the eye. Robots in disguise, you guys remember? There's more than meets the eye to the couple split. There's more to the couple split than meets the eye, Brian. Oh my God, Julia Gulia, we need Transformers, more than meets the eye. It's more than meets the eye, Brian. Oh my God. It's like Transformers, robots in disguise. So he goes, despite reports of their separation, Meltzer claims that, Miro, Rusev, and Perry, CJ, Lana had never officially divorced and remained together throughout 2024. Yeah, so they separated. And here's the problem with what Dave's saying. Nobody said they I know the dirt sheets are saying they remarried, and your dumbass is like, oh, they're saying they remarried. No, everybody knows they renewed their vows and they never fully got divorced. They separated, right? Like that's what TMZ's talked about. And he goes, they remained together throughout 2024. He further alleges that the supposed breakup was actually sold to TMZ as a publicity stunt that would eventually pay off on their storyline on AEW TV. Then why was Lana publicly tweeting at people like, hey, remember I met you at a party and shit? And no, I'm not kidding. To like semi-famous people, look that shit up. And she was in Damian Priest's they were doing like TikToks together, bro. Right? Unless they're doing each other's eyeliner. Right? Why is she hanging with Big Daddy Priest there? You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Damien, right? Come on. And I ain't cheating on. I'm glad they're back together. They're a perfect pair. Maybe it was a publicity stunt. Maybe Dave's right about this. Hey, if it's some drama bullshit, National Enquirer bullshit, Dave will know about it. You guys know what I'm saying? But anyways, Meltzer explains that Miro and Perry were reportedly sold on the idea that this would work on TV, Brian, but there was a major roadblock. AEW president Tony Khan. He states that Tony Khan wasn't a fan and decided to not run with the idea, thus leaving them both off TV throughout all of 2024, Brian. Bro, I don't know about
the best guys, Tony Khan.
I don't know about all that. And so why would they be in... Why would he get cooked out? You guys know what I'm saying? Cooked out in WWE, go to AEW and do some shit where he's getting cooked out some more. Like if I was Miro, I wouldn't want to do that shit either, bro. Right? Like what is the point of that? So Dave just talking out of his ass. Thank you so much for bringing that one to the show. Whoever shouted that out in chat. We're in the Dave Meltzer moments here. So Dave Meltzer, he fears flutes. So we got this on the last live show, and we have further evidence of this. So flute, that emoji is banned in the F4WYT comment section. And he said, and this guy, Psyoptic Prodigy, said on the show, I tried to put it in the other day, and I couldn't find it when I searched for it. This is me here quoting, again, an F4W. I forgot who I got this from. Probably Meltzer said what or something, but I quote tweeted this or grabbed a screen grab, and basically to summate what Meltzer says here, he's like, I saw a fake story, but assumed it's true because Wade Keller, I study and learn. So here is, them talking about Nakamura, and Meltzer goes, Nakamura is on the show and on the tour. The stories of Nakamura leaving are untrue, as WWE confirmed the story of his leaving was false. The only reason anyone acknowledged them, and I was besieged with questions on what he is doing next, was because the source was also listed as Wade Keller. However, those at the Torch said that Keller never said that, and it became a story that spread because it was made up with Keller as the source. It was one of those fake stories that earlier in the week I kept getting asked about for several days. So you speculated on it, pretended you knew shit. Well, what I've heard, you didn't hear shit. and then you pushed it and everyone peddled it like it could be true, and then you're just skirting it over to Wade Keller. Again, you guys will notice a pattern. He skirts responsibility of another thing he was wrong about over on like Joe Lanza or I forget his name. I think Joe Lanza. He just keeps doing that. He can't accept responsibility for it was Wade Keller. It was none of us. So you guys can meet Dave and Brian. You guys can meet John Cena for $25K or Triple H for $8 or $9K. You can meet Hulk Hogan for $9K, or you could meet Dave and Brian for a live Q&A in Las Vegas. Guarantee you they won't be at they won't be at WrestleMania. So you can meet them. I wonder if anybody goes, ask them about flutes in the chat. So Dave Meltzer's caught lying again. All of his number estimates and NFL does 30% and all that bullshit doesn't matter and was fake and made up in his head. I'm never wrong about this old coot. And here is post wrestling. We read it before. Like AEW's not a sport. The CEO of TNT Sports say they don't consider it a sport like UFC and shit. So all this, well, NFL does 30%. He just made it all up. Like it's just shit. And he tried to do that with Amazon. He said on his show, 35,000, but it'll do 135,000 buys, Brian. And then he comes out and says early estimates for Amazon for Revolution, 135,000 K buys. No, that's not early estimates. That's Dave's made up that they're going to do 30,000 pay-per-view buys. And then where is it? Where's the numbers? I refuted that shit. Dave's going to have to refute me too, because I saw people Grok piped in, like explained me refuting, like, what I was claiming for people. I saw people posting that shit. So yeah, Dave, you got some splaining to do, brother. Dave Meltzer says 62% of all WWE revenue in 2024 was from television rights. And then Disco Inferno's like, so what drove that? And our last one, Dave Meltzer says Collision Saturday did 408,000, a 0.10 in the demo. So here's the thing. Remember what Meltzer was saying, the stupid idiot? Watch him do a triple flip-flop on this one. Remember back in the day, he's like, overall viewership matters. And then it comes to AEW and he's like, it's the key demo. Study and learn. Now look at the key demo plummeting on Collision. It's dying, man. And I called it out, man. AEW is going to be the show that the old wrestling heads who like the older people who like this shit in the early 2000s, early 2010s, the 2010s. They're all older now, and the younger people are like, what the is this garbage? I truly believe that's what's going to start happening. But the key demo, more proof of it. So they got 408,000. Now, if this was NXT, they'd be like, well, the key demo is the real Brian. That's a real problem. But they did 408K. And Dave's like, this is really good. But the key demo's 0.10. So before he'd be like, if it was a 0.15453, that is really good. He won't even bring it up. We caught you, Dave. You're done. You're cooked. You're a moron. But he goes, Collision Saturday, did 408,000 and a 0.10. Second on cable in the time slot behind only the ACC college basketball tournament on ESPN. This doesn't even include viewers on Max, which is none. And then this guy, Him Chisero, goes, Collision about to catch up with Raw on Netflix at this point. And like, he's just saying it to troll, to bait. And I can appreciate some good bait sometimes, but that's just utterly, it is delusional. Absolutely. And Dave Meltzer, you see so many of these people parrot this shit that he says. And, the WWE viewership's been falling. No, it's not been falling. You know what I mean? Compare it to the last pay-per-view. And it's been falling from that. Well, Raw, that first one was like not a real Raw. And you all were saying that. They're going to stack it like a pay-per-view, and then it does pay-per-view numbers, PLE numbers, and then 2 months later, you're like, well, it's not doing pay-per-view numbers. Shut up, you whiny pukes. Here's Dave Meltzer, the troglodyte, going, oh, man, this is really good. And then not even the viewers on Max, which is like 4 people, 30%. Like, what are you talking about? It's crazy. So these people are demented and deluded. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Dave Meltzer's dumb moment of the week. So Meltzer made the story up and blame Keller. Yeah, he does that, bro. He does that. I talked about that. You guys will hear tomorrow too. When does Dave and Brian do their show? No clue.